Okay, good morning class. We'll go over 5.3, function rules, tables, and graphs. So what we're going to start doing is we're going to start graphing equations. But what we're going to do is just going to list, all right, what are some x values and y values that we could use to solve this equation? So x plus y equals 4. What would work? Well, you could plug in 3 and 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. Yeah. We could go 2 plus 2. That would work. We could go 4 and 0. That would work. 4 plus 0 is equals 4. Absolutely. Well, think about negative numbers. Okay, what negative? Negative 1 plus what value for y would equal 4? Well, that would be 5. Well, think about other things. We could do decimals. 2.6 plus what? So $2.60 plus what would give us $4? $1.40. So now what we do is we take and we could graph all these points. So we could graph. Think about it. We graphed 2, 2, 4, 0, 1, 3, negative 1 and 5. This here was 2.6 and 1.4. So we graphed all those. And what you see is we can connect all those with a line. All right? So if I connect it, there we go. So what does this line represent? That line represents every value that would work. So if I stopped here, that's a point on the line, that one would work. So I could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and negative 1. So 5, negative 1 would work. I could go over here, 6 and negative 2 would work. Any point on this line, anywhere on this line would work. Any x and y value would work on that line as long as it's there. So if you look at it, x, that represents all the solutions, all the answers for it. Okay, is 3, negative 1 a solution? Well, let's go ahead and check. 1, 2, 3, down negative 1. So if that's 3, negative 1, is that on the line? No, then it's not a solution because it's not on the line. So what we want to do is, and this is what we're going to work through. We're going to make a table of values to graph it. So first of all, okay, what's a solution to this equation here? We'll plug it in. 2 times 2 minus 1. 2 times 2, which is a solution. So 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 1, that doesn't equal 5. Plug in 3, 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 2 does not equal 5. Try this one. 4. So all I'm doing, let me move it over here and show you. I'll do it right there on my board. So if I took number 3 and I plugged it in, I would go 2. My x value is 4, so I go 2 times 4 minus 3 equals 5. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 minus 3. Does 8 minus 3 equal 5? Yes. So my answer for this case would be C. So just identify 3 is my solution. If we come, all right, that's what we're looking to. So you can write your equation. So if I have this line here, okay, it's 0, negative 1 on it. So once again, we have 0, negative 1. Yeah, that's on. 3, 5. So go over 3, up 5 is right there. That's on the line. Negative 2, negative 2, negative 2. 5 is right here. That's on the line. Negative 3, 1, negative 3, 1. That's not on the line, so it's not a solution. So it's actually easier to check it on the line than it is to plug in the values, I would say. So what we want to do now is we're going to create a table, and then we're going to graph it. So I'm going to choose 3 points. I just choose negative 1, 0, and 1. So I'm going to choose these values. Okay, my x value is going to be negative 1, 0, 1. So I take negative 1 and I plug it in for x. So negative 2 times negative 1 is 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. Plug in 0. Negative 2 times 0 is 0. Plus 3 is 3. And I plug in negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. Plus 3 is 1. So I have these ordered pairs. Negative 1, 5. My x value, my y value. 0, 3, 1, 1. Now I graph them. Negative 1, 5. So once again, negative 1, and then up 5 is up there. 0, 3. So I go over 0, up 3, and then over 1, down 1. or over 1, up 1, excuse me. Now we graph them. Connect the line, and there's our graph. If you go through here, absolute value, y equals the absolute value of x plus 2. So remember, absolute value means it's always positive. Again, I choose -1, 0, 1. So when I plug it in, -1, the absolute value of -1 is 1, plus 2 is 3. Plug in 0, the absolute value of 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2. Plug in 1, the absolute value of 1 is 1, plus 2 is 3. So anytime we take absolute value, it's positive. So now we have my ordered pairs. We go ahead and graph them. -1, 3, so go -1, up 3. Graph 0, up 2, 1, 2. And then 1, 3. Just understand absolute value is going to give you a V. So it'll look like that. Last type of graph you'll have is x squared. So we have x squared negative x squared plus 3. All right, one thing I want to point out to you, that this is like a negative in front, so you do your square first. So negative is out in front, so you go -1 squared is 1, and then apply the negative. So it's -1 plus 3 is 2. Then you go 0 squared is 0, then multiply by negative, which is 0, plus 3 is 3. Then you plug in 1. 1 squared is 1, then you apply the negative. So it's -1 plus 3, which is 2. So you have these ordered pairs of -1, 2, 0, 3, and 1, 2. And we graph them. So -1, 2, -1, up 2, 0, 3, and 1, 2. This is going to be a U shape. This won't be a V. And there's our graph. So this is how you make a table of value. Choose 3 points. Once you choose 3 points, then you can choose, so you choose 3 points. You can choose any 3 points you want. I just choose a negative, 0, and a positive. That's all I'd ask you to do.